As you have seen from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the Lenovo Tab M9, which means if you're looking for a budget tablet that can do just the basic stuffs and you don't want to spend a lot of money and you still want to be able to afford a basic tablet, I suggest you watch this video to the end. Right out of the box, you're getting a SIM ejector, a manual, a 10 watt power adapter, a USB to a USB-C cable, and the tab itself. It doesn't come with a case, so my dad got an insignia pouch that can be used as a stand and also used to protect it from scratches. Aside that, let's talk about it. They went with a rectangular design here, just like every other tablet, curved edges, and the power and volume buttons are placed on the right side of the tab. On the back, you'll notice an interesting touch of pattern of triangles that add a subtle visual flair and doesn't seem to attract fingerprints. It also has some pretty big bezels, but the overall bezel ratio remains consistent across all models. Majority of this tablet is constructed with aluminium, which makes it stronger and more reliable than plastics, and it weighs over 344 grams and it is 7.9mm thick, which means this is really lightweight. The Lenovo Tab M9 features a 9-inch 800 by 1300 IPS LCD display which offer a wide viewing angle, accurate color reproduction, and good color consistency. They also have some better color accuracy when compared to some other panel types. Because it is an LCD display, you can achieve high level of brightness, narrower viewing angles, and lower native contrast ratio when compared to other technologies like the OLED displays. It can go as bright as 400 nits, which is pretty decent when using it outdoors but not under direct sunlight. One thing to note is that the larger bezels may affect your viewing experience if you're someone who is used to viewing videos on thinner bezels. And you can also stream videos to up to 1440p, and the colors of this display is not the best but is pretty decent for its price range. That's all for design, but how well does the tab really perform? The Tab M9 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G80 octa processor, which means it's going to provide a balance between power and efficiency for everyday tasks, especially if you are multitasking. It delivers decent gaming performance and can handle popular games such as Temple Run and Subway Surfers smoothly, but high-end games like Genshin Impact and Call of Duty Mobile might be quite of an issue. Unlike the newer chipset, the Helio G80 lacks 5G support, which may be a drawback for those who are seeking faster network connectivity. Because it is a 9-inch display, you can decide to run two apps side by side to improve productivity. It also has a split screen and a floating app feature, or you can decide to have the full screen display. It has a 5100 mAh battery capacity and can last up to 10 to 11 hours on a normal day-to-day usage. Depending on your specific usage patterns, this duration should cover a typical day of browsing, streaming, and other tasks. The tablet supports wire charging with a maximum power output of about 10 watts. It takes 2 hours to take the charge from a 0 to 100%. Unfortunately, the Tab M9 doesn't support wireless charging, but the price tag listed on this device, the omission isn't really surprising. The tab comes on Android 13 but can later be upgraded to Android 14. Well, as for the cameras, the rear camera is an 8 megapixel camera resolution and the selfie camera is a 2 megapixel camera resolution, and somehow it also supports HDR images. I took some pictures with the tablet and it looked quite decent, and the portrait mode also does well in adding a depth of field to the background. To get the best photo quality out of this tablet, I could recommend you take the pictures in a well-lightened environment because this camera sucks when it comes to taking pictures in low lights. The base model offers 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage, and you can also expand the storage with a micro SD card slot if you think the available storage won't be enough for you. Some of the additional features are face unlock and Dolby Atmos audio, and they were able to achieve this by adding 2 stereo speakers that provide decent audio quality when watching movies on this device. Overall, the Lenovo Tab M9 is a decent choice when looking for a tablet with affordable pricing and just the basic functions. And of course, there will be a link down in the description below if you want to buy this tablet. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.